We're looking at a huge development coming out of the United Kingdom today. It's a massive national plan to completely reshape its workforce for the new age of artificial intelligence.
And at the absolute heart of this whole thing is one pretty staggering number: 10 million. Yep, that's how many workers the UK government is planning to upskill in AI. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get into the incredible scale of this plan. Then, we'll see what the training actually looks like. After that, we'll explore the skills gap they're trying to fix, look at the long-term vision, and finally, check out the huge team effort that's making it all happen.
All right, first up, let's really get a feel for the sheer size and ambition of this thing. You know, this isn't some small policy tweak. This is a major strategic shift for the entire country.
The main goal here is just massive. They want to train 10 million people in real, practical AI skills by 2030. And just to put that into perspective for you, that's almost a third of the whole UK workforce. It's an unbelievably ambitious target.
The government itself is talking about this in pretty historic terms. They're actually calling it the biggest skills development program since the Open University was created back in 1971. That comparison really tells you how significant they believe this is.
Okay, so we've seen the grand vision, but what about the nitty-gritty? How on earth are they actually going to get this training to 10 million people?
Well, the process is designed to be super simple. Basically, any adult in the UK can just go online to a national AI skills hub, pick from a bunch of free courses, learn skills they can use at their job, and then get a virtual AI foundation badge to prove they've done it.
And the training itself is very down to earth. We're not talking about learning complex code here. It's all about useful, everyday stuff for the workplace, like using chatbots to get better answers, writing emails faster, or just cutting down on boring admin work to get more done.
The whole program is also built to be flexible. They get that people are busy, right? So some of the intro courses are quick, you can finish them in under 20 minutes. Others offer a deeper dive that might take a few hours. It's really designed to fit into anyone's work schedule.
So why go to all this trouble? What's the big reason for such a massive project? Well, it all comes down to tackling a serious lack of confidence that workers in the UK have when it comes to AI.
This is the stat that's really driving everything. Government research found that only about 21% of workers actually feel comfortable using AI at work. That means a huge majority, we're talking nearly 4 out of every 5 people, are hesitant about these new tools.
And that confidence gap gets even wider in the places it could do the most damage: small and medium-sized businesses. This whole initiative is aimed right at that vulnerability, right at the very backbone of the UK's economy. Now, this isn't just about a quick training course. It's actually part of a much bigger, long-term vision for how the UK is going to handle all the economic and social changes that artificial intelligence is bringing. To help steer the ship, the government has set up a new group called the AI and Future of Employment Unit. And what's really key here is that it includes people from both businesses and labor unions. That's to make sure that any advice they give balances getting the most out of AI with protecting workers from the risks. This quote from the technology minister, Liz Kendall, really sums up the whole philosophy. The thinking isn't to try and stop technology, they see that as impossible, but to manage it smartly, with the right policies in place to protect people and make the transition as smooth as possible.
Of course, a project of this size is not something the government can do by itself. It really depends on a powerful team of public and private organizations all working together to make this happen.
And the list of partners is pretty amazing. You've got the world's biggest tech companies, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, working side by side with huge public bodies like the National Health Service and major industry groups. It's truly a national effort.
And you know what? We're already seeing some strong signs that it's taking off. Even before this big rollout, the program has had incredible interest, with over 1 million courses already completed by workers all over the country. So, the UK is making a huge bet on its people. By trying to give a third of its entire workforce basic AI skills, it's taking a really proactive step to shape its own economic future. The big question that's left is this: will this incredibly ambitious plan be enough to lock in its spot as a global leader in the fast-moving age of AI?